What's up, YouTube? This is Damon, aka the World's Worst Magician, and today I'll be bringing you a look at the official Harry Potter Weasley Wizard cards. So these are officially licensed, and they're sold at the Weasley store in Universal Studios. I'm going to try to find a link, and I'll post a link in the description if I can find it, where you can buy these online. So let's take a look at the tuck here. As you can see, it says Wizard cards, and you have the pips. And it's a very plain box. As you can see, they're a little bit expensive. And these are the faces of some of the cards. And if it looks like it's a little bit large, it's because it is. They are not standard size playing cards. So here is a deck of normal size playing cards, and I'll put that on top so you can see the difference here. But yeah, they are much larger than a standard playing card, but they actually handle surprisingly well. And on the top again, we just have the pips, and then there is nothing on the inside of the box. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so I've cast my Wingardium Leviosa spell, and you can see the tuck is now levitating. So let's get into these cards. They are straight up plastic. So I don't know, you can see how shiny they are, but yeah, they're all plastic cards. The deck order is a little bit weird. They like cards, so they're not actually arranged. This is the new deck order, so they're not arranged by suit. They're actually paired by what kind of card they are. So we'll take a look at the backs. So you can see it's the exact same symbols on the front, just different coloring, but it is their wizard card symbol. And see here, just so you can see one next to the other. So as you can see, it is, and I'm sorry, I'm losing focus here. It is technically a one-way back because the two wizards are wearing different clothes. So you will be able to tell if one card is kind of out of order here, because if you spin it upside down, then the cards no longer match. So that's a neat little tip there. And then it's also the same thing for the suits. So you can see here there's a spade, and then on this side there's a club, and it's because the wizards don't match. But if the wizards line up, then so do the suits. So nice little semi-hidden one-way back there for you to perform your magic. And each card has basically a symbol on it, a character. So as we step through these, you'll see that the aces are the bats. And then it's just going to move on to random characters. It's all custom pips, custom designs. And you have your owls. So as I'm going through these, are you a fan of Harry Potter? Did you watch all the movies? I actually started going to Universal and enjoying the rides before I had even seen any of the movies. I just recently caught up and watched every single one of them, which if you haven't seen the Harry Potter movies, they're kind of long. I mean, they're generally about 2 hours a piece. But as we step through, you'll see they just change it up. There's I want to say that's an octopus or a squid. I don't know. Leave a comment. What do you think that is? Octopus or a squid? But yeah, if you've seen the Harry Potter movies, then you know who the Weasleys are, and they have their own store in Universal Orlando. So I did visit over there, and I apologize, these are upside down, so I'm going to flip them for you. But yeah, I visited the Weasley store because I saw these cards in the window, and I said, you know what, that is just something too cool to pass up. But I did think they were regular size playing cards, and they're not. So here are the court cards. And they actually handle surprisingly well for being so large. But like when I try to do a pirouette, it's possible. But I have large hands, and it still is difficult because when you try to spin the card, it actually like is hitting me in the hand because the card's so big. But I was able to do it at one point. But even... And I try to do that slow just so you can see it. But yeah, the card spring, I was actually really surprised that, I guess it's because they're so large, but these cards are super flexible. So, you know, you can do any kind of shuffles, or you could probably do cardistry with these. You just have to be a little extra careful because of how large they are. But yeah, the handling on them is pretty nice. The fanning, as with all plastic cards, it's super clumpy. So you can see there that it's not a good fan. Yeah, that'll show you even better how clumpy it gets. But yeah, I don't know. As I always say, maybe if you hit them with some fanning powder, you can have better results. I don't tend to use it. But yeah, so the fanning was really the only issue I had with them, and the fact that they're much larger than a regular card. If you have large hands, then I don't see it being a problem. But if you have smaller hands, then yeah, these are going to be an issue, because they're like, I would say maybe 1.5 times the size of a regular playing card. They are substantially large. But yeah, I was walking around shooting off the top card while we're in there, and people were pretty impressed by that. And since they're so flexible, it's easy to shoot these cards or do small tricks like that. So yeah, I don't know if they're worth what you pay for them. Maybe you can get them cheaper than I did. But they are super cool, and like I said, they're officially licensed by Harry Potter, and they're sold in the Weasley store at Universal Orlando. So again, I'll leave a link in the description to where you can find these if I can get them online. Otherwise, I got them directly from Diagon Alley in Universal Orlando. All right, so this has been your look at the wizard cards from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Well, I hope you liked that review. And if you have any questions, magic tricks, or decks that you want to see reviewed, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. As always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that like button and subscribe for any future reviews. All right, see ya.